Hello movie lovers, welcome to another interesting video. I'm doing a very quick trip solely for the purpose of the premiere of the movie Red Kingdom. I'm excited because I'm going to Kumasi to watch the film Red Kingdom. I'm going for the premiere. I'm expecting to see like a blend of the culture and the epic vibe in terms of story, and then I'm expecting some great cinematography work and actually see that there's been some form of improvement in the film industry in terms of producing, like shooting, editing and all that. So let's just go. I'm gonna watch it, and after I'm gonna bring you my honest review on the film. So yes, we are back. We are in Accra. We have seen the film Red Kingdom, and this video is going to be my review on the film. In the cinemas, you can tell that, okay, these people are keeping to time. When they say 6, they are going to start showing 6, and that is very impressive on their side. I believe they were able to pull out about 3 shows because I got there when they were showing the first one, and after I joined the second show. So while I was leaving, there were people outside who were ready to also join the third show, meaning they were able to pull out about 3 shows, which in my opinion, the premiere was a successful one. At least there were a whole lot of people there to support and then watch the film. So Red Kingdom, the film was directed by Sam Power and was produced by Fred Nanajiman, also known as Chinchinetwan. This film has actors like Jacko the legend in there. Wayosi played, I think, one role in there. Akabenezer, Chicheku, Martha Joyce Arthur, among others, were also in the other known faces, were also in there. After watching the film, I think I'm going to give it like 5/10. The film wasn't able to cross like the half mark for me. And in this video, I'm going to give you my reasons why I think this film deserves like 5/10 in my opinion. Let's start with the storyline. The film's plot basically is around a king whose actions led to several calamities in his kingdom. So according to the story, as a result of his impotence, he ended up committing a whole lot of atrocities, including killing about 2 people. No, 4 actually. And it goes on and on. But as always, I'm not going to give you the full story because I believe the film is going to be premiered somewhere else. I don't want to give spoilers. So let's leave it here. In my opinion, I like the film's plot and the idea behind it. In my opinion, these are 5 points that makes me think this film, Red Kingdom, deserves 5/10 and nothing more. Starting with 1, poor screenplay. Honestly speaking, how they wrote the film scene by scene and how they arranged the film needed a little bit of work. In my opinion, I think the writer's idea was to create some form of suspense in the film. So they started writing the film like that, at least judging from the scenes I watched in the cinema. And then getting to the middle, now you can tell that, okay, it looks like we're starting a year, but Onim Hawa or be carry on the baton to the end of the film. So I said, it is losing its guard. It is losing its guard, and then gradually it falls back into the normal thing we know. You understand? Arrangement of the scenes. There are sometimes who know the Jacko scene be a which, like, how now we are the arrangement of the film, in my opinion, needs like some form of work. Also almost so that next time they will do better, because this one doesn't really work for me. My second point is the fact that I think they had so many irrelevant scenes in the film. Now the story is there, the idea is there for them to follow. But in my opinion, they brought in so many irrelevant scenes. Now let me say this. Writing of a film doesn't really have to be straight line, because if you do that, the film will be a little bit serious to the point that there is no point to ease. So at least you create some form of addendums or add-ons to ease the tension in the film, some comedy scenes here and there, but you need to make them link to the story. You don't just create anything and put it in the film. We are telling a story in this direction, and then we watch a scene which has nothing to do with the film. It doesn't make sense to me, honestly. Having the film with comedy scenes is very good. You can cast comedians in the film, give them roles which connects to the story. At least that will help. But if you have a scene in the film which has nothing to do with the film, honestly speaking, it doesn't really sync. Let's take the scene of Yaudabo and Kolege. If you have watched the film or you were able to watch the film yesterday, you can tell that that particular scene was unnecessary. It didn't have any relation to the story. In my opinion, those scenes were just infused in the film to promote the film. Let's say for marketing wise. But if you do that, it's more like you are deceiving us. You understand? So in my opinion, there were so many relevant scenes in there, which I think next time they can just look at it. If you want to infuse in some addendums, kindly do that, but let it be in connection with the story. And that brings me to my third point, which is repetition of shots. Normally in series and let's say shows, we can see them repeating establishment and drone shots, which sometimes is acceptable. But in this case, it's a film. And in this case, they repeated it like 8 times or 10 times, if I'm not mistaken. But it is more than 5, which to me was too much. If you watch the film, there are 2 kingdoms. That is the Red Kingdom and the other kingdom where Akabenezer is from. Especially with Akabenezer's town, the drone shots they use or the establishment shot was like always the same thing, always the same thing. I don't know, but the repetition of those shots wasn't really right for me. I mean, watching it and then seeing it over and over and over again, I kind of feel like, why didn't you take more drone shots if you needed it? My fourth point is going to be about the cinematography and editing. I'm going to sum it up from camera, sound, lighting, and then I talk about the editing as well. Let's start with the camera. Honestly speaking, when it comes to the camera works, their shots were nice and their shots were very wide. I like it. I can tell that they obviously used good cinematic cameras to do this work, which gave it a very good quality in terms of picture. Their shots were good, their shots were great. In 1 or 2 cases, I was able to see that there was a clear shake in the cameras, you know, not like maybe one shake, but like an adjustment in the shots, you understand? And they couldn't correct it. If you couldn't correct it on set, or let's say the DOP didn't tell the director that, oh, my camera is shaky and Abibisa, that's fine. How about editing? During editing, to one who say, okay, shot not shaky. So my man cut it to, let's say, a different person. And now I'm cut away being 20. They left it and then exported it to us to watch. So I got to talk about it. Honestly, it wasn't nice. When it comes to sound, honestly speaking, the sound is good. Their dialogue sound is clear enough. I like it. Their sound scoring is masterpiece. Whoever did the scoring on this film has done a very good job. And most importantly, the soundtrack. That's, I don't know, but then the soundtrack is good. Watching it in the cinemas, listening to the sound and then mixing that, very, very good soundtrack. Honestly speaking, whoever did compose that, whoever mixed the sound, and I mean, the sound on this film, Red Kingdom, is very good. Like I said, they are employing good equipment, and this is a plus to the industry. In terms of editing, the editing is good. The cutting is 90% good. I like it. My only problem with the editing in terms of cutting is with Ejako's first scene. Ejako was riding a horse, and I think they shot it on a wide angle, like they did a wide shot, and they decided to do a close-up. On the wide shot, he's riding the horse, which is good. And in the close-up shot, he's acting as if he's riding. Because there was so much difference in the pacing. When you switch to the wide shot, you can tell that the speed of the horse is different from when they switch to close-up and he's doing like this. You can tell the difference in pacing, which made it obvious for everyone to know that, okay, there is some form of glitch in here. Aside that, the editor did a very good job. The cutting was on point. I like it. I don't know if the editor did the coloring, but in some cases, you can tell that in a particular scene same compound, same environment, but when they switch to this person, the color is on point. When they switch to this, you can see that a little bit of blasting in here, but then there's more room for improvement in terms of coloring as well.
Agya nyodia, upese odi benkum energy. Mene nana bia domodikan. Akonwa bia domodi.
One other thing I did not like about this film is the fact that they decided not to put subtitles. I kind of feel like at this time and age in filmmaking and in the industry we are trying to push out there, we need to extend our films to other people for them to be able to grasp what we are selling. If they can't speak our language and understand the tree, at least let them be able to read what we are talking about. I don't know, but the absence of a subtitle also brings the film's points down, in my opinion. My last point is the fact that the film didn't end on a good note. I kind of feel like the writer's idea, I mean, you can't change the story for them because it is their story, it is their vision. No matter how the story ends bad, it is their story. When the story was happening, you and I were not there. So you can't tell them how to end their story, which is understandable. There are a couple of people who had concerns about how the film ended in terms of the king not getting punished and all that.
I mean, the men tell the real because I didn't know someone was winning now. The bomb. I had 1 year with the like nothing coming. I mean, you say, they are just leaving us in suspense. Oh,
but this is Red Kingdom. I've seen the film, and this is my honest review about it. I feel like they can do better. I appreciate the work Cinematography has put into this project. I mean, he's doing very well. He's one of the people doing very well. And I believe he can do excessively well because obviously this film is better than some of the productions he has done before. So there's a step ahead. Thank you so much for watching today's video. The other premieres coming off on the 12th of July, they are premiering Groomsmen. And then on the 13th, they are premiering Trapped at Kumasi CCB Auditorium, KNUST. So please, you can check out the trailer of Trapped and then you can purchase your ticket. The Lady with the Red Balloon was premiered the same day as Red Kingdom, so I couldn't go for the premiere. But then checking on Silverbird's website, the film is still in cinemas. I'll watch it and then I'll bring you a review on the film as well. Thank you so much for watching today's video. My name is Steve Nadei Jr. Please like this video, share, and also let me know your opinions in the comment section. I'll see you in our next video.